his lips and just stares into the camera.
Hello, welcome back LWB fans. As always, just get straight to it. Today I actually want to talk about distraction, more like the art of distraction. So why does this play a vital role in content creation? Sometimes it's being a little bit different, a little bit new, a little bit nuanced, or you can call whatever you like, and that indifference that you create within your channels makes people watch and grabs attention, because attention is exactly what YouTube is all about. The more attention you get on your video, the more eyeballs you have on something, and the more populated that content works for a video, then you've really done something extremely unique, one way or the other, and you distracted someone long enough for them to rewatch your video or watch your video completely to the end for it to succeed. And then those numbers become views, those views add up and accumulates, and therefore good content. You know, what really can be considered as great content? What is considered something that works, and how do I know if it functions the way I want it to? First of all, I want to let you know, I never really officially went viral in majority of my videos I've ever done, except the one time when I was younger, which I won't talk about it now. But if you are interested, you can always go back to my alpha episodes here, which I do talk about it when I actually did and never realized it. So that happens too. But what I want to tell you is that you may find yourself in a position where you may never ever go viral. You may never hit the point in the numbers you ever want to receive, and you may never ever see those things that monetization channels constantly say about quick growth and speeding up and all that other stuff they say. No, rather you're more of a bottom feeder, and I'm not saying it's a bad way, I'm not insulting you, but rather we're pretty much in that same boat. It goes the same for me too, just a bottom feeder. But being a bottom feeder and starting out like that, it's not the end of the world. You need to reach out to other bottom feeders, guys. You need to be able to be that surprise. You're going to be that unique individual that you can be that brings something else different. Let's face it, no matter what we talk about, no matter what we do, there's someone else out there who's already done it. Always. It's always like that. The way you share content, or the way you visualize, the way you want to show it, can tell another story differently than that other person. And it's that piece of pie that you want to get. Once you get that piece of pie and you start chewing on that and you get that taste of really building something, you can never get enough of it. And understanding that will take time, it takes effort, it takes years, it takes centuries. No matter what it is, it does take a while to really grow into it. But you do not have to, and this is very important what everyone says, you don't need to go viral to succeed and to be monetized on YouTube. You can be monetized, but even after when you're monetized, you still need so much there to grow and learn and to develop, because every year things change, everything pivots a different way, and the way what seemed good in one way may not seem good anymore the following year. So it's about keeping yourself updated, being present, being known, and by doing so, you really reach into where you really need to get the type of people you're after. Now that's really very, very, very important. But here's the thing, with the art of distraction, it pretty much is a really good way of pulling people in. So I want to show you this. This clip here is from the channel The Dodo. So check it out. You want to check it out, guys. You can take a look at that. And this guy is called Guy Builds Veggie Garden for Family of Groundhogs, The Dodo. I'm going to show you a small clip here, and you can see some details, even though they weren't trying to, but why it's actually so good. So you just take a look at this video first, and I'll continue and give you more information. Okay.
He just pops right up and just start eating. Smacks his lips and just stares into the camera. It's like, I'm eating your garden. What are you going to do about it? Early on in the season, I noticed damage to my garden. I've had pests before, but I knew it was something different. More stuff was gone. I would have big, giant tomatoes. You would take a chunk out of it and then move to the next one, take a chunk and the next one. I was looking around for like tracks or help me identify, what it was early on. I really couldn't find anything. I set a camera out with a motion trip, and I got a notification on my phone, and I look, and it's this groundhog. Out of nowhere, just popped right up.
So that was from the channel The Dodo. As you can see there, groundhogs, and again, adorable. But what is it about that that's so attractive? Why you cannot lay your eyeballs somewhere else? That's because of a few things that are done by coincidence. First of all, it's natural, it's adorable, it's attention grabbing, it's animals. These common things already, just naming these few things, hit our brain and dopamine in a certain way, and how we want to see things, and you want to see more. And it's also straight to the point, it's very clever, the use of music, the use of tone, and if you look at the whole thing, even though it's such a simple scene done by a camera recorded, It was the way he approached it. And basically telling a story, telling a narrative, while the narrative also has strong visuals that really hit our heartstrings and also attracts. But this distraction is making you watch and you don't realize how much time has gone by. And that's the thing. Content built in that format, if you can really draw yourself in and tap into that, is amazing content that really keeps retention very high. And it will attract more audience to watch whatever you're trying to create. Now, I am not a pure expert of that, merely trying to explain of its existence and you have to be aware of it to build that. Like I said, guys, to those who don't know me and those who will, I'm TBF Alex. I run the channel Total Battle Alex Forever, which pretty much is everything about Total Battle the game. It's on your PC, laptop, and Mac, also on your Android device and so forth. It's an ongoing game that's been on there forever and still going to be ongoing for a very, very long time. So I'm pretty much a person that talks about everything which is Total Battle. I absolutely adore the game in every way, and I got that monetized in 6 months. It's about 7 months into now. We're still going to keep on growing, so much to share, but that's also why I also built this channel, LWB Alex, so that way I can teach you guys how to get monetized, to grow your channels, to reach out and give you all my struggles, pain points, and what I think is important in order to grow in this year and moving forward. So because I would really love to create my own blog channel, which I have done here, but also scared to death about will it do well and have all the basic drama feelings that you feel up here, only for it to be absolutely nothing. So I'm trying again. I'm going to build this up. Hope you guys join me and help me out to make that work. So let's go straight back into distractions. Distractions can really build a channel more so than you think. Sometimes just staying in front of a camera and the small movements of hand gestures, from the way you talk, from your pauses, to also the highlight impacts and the way you want to approach things to make people feel for what you're doing, the music, the ambience, there's so much little factors you have to pull in. Because if your ability to draw those all in, to really get into the people's heads, sometimes it's not just the one thing, but sometimes it is just the one thing that's enough to attract someone to go into watching your channel and becoming patrons or memberships to your channel, because you've answered key questions that only they need to hear. You pretty much target very specific people who need support, and everyone else is just watching for watching it, but you're trying to target down to the ones that matter to you, the ones that you care the most. So I want to tell you right now, guys, even though you see a dead body next to you or something goes wrong or some issues that go really bad, it can be scary. But sometimes you need to look like, you know what? I survived. I did something different. I managed this. How did that happen? And don't let power get into your head. You need to build, you need to create. We all start from somewhere. We've all been small at one point and we're growing our channels even further. Or you may still be stuck in the rut, a small player, and not being able to climb that extra steps. If you need that more information, just reach out. There are plenty of people out there that will give you the monetization tips and strategies to go even further. I'm also no different as well. You can reach out to me and I'll give you, if we're a good fit, we can go from there too. So it's really up to you how you guys want to approach this. Now, guys, as always, like I said before, I really am trying to jump around and try new things, which is extremely important. The more things I try out, the more we get to pretty much enjoy the ride and keep on going, because that's the whole purpose of LWB, guys, to get you guys off the floor. You can start creating your own content and start relying on your own skills and methods. So once you get that, then I feel that you can be an expert. I'll talk to you guys another day, but just before I let you go, as always, if you'd like to subscribe, put a comment below. I'll see you guys next time, and yeah, peace. Bye now.